In today's news, we're watching 2K20 because I figured you guys could use a break from 2K22 gameplay, so drop a like if that's a W. Anyway, welcome back, Plug Nation. Today, we got a lot to talk about, so watch the entire video or you will be confused. But you already know, man, I don't like to waste any time. Whatever you got to do, make sure that like button is blue, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and let's get straight into the news. So, Wadsplug said, explain what made your favorite 2K so special without saying the game. And we got some really good ones like Zach2K said, that's not the neighborhood, but you can think whatever you want. Then this guy said, the feeling of unlocking a badge in my career / Hall of Fame and grand badge. Let me know in the comment section if you can tell us what your favorite 2K game of all time is without saying what the game is. Then I want y'all to look at people's comments and see if you can guess which 2K game they're talking about. But anyway, PowerDF said, I've been complaining about the level rewards, the level system and season since the first month the game dropped, and people are just now realizing it's the problem. LOL. Level system is everything for Park. So as soon as we figured out that the parrot was the legend reward, I was like, yep, this is it. I've completely changed my mind about seasons. Now, keep in mind, 2K can bring back seasons next year, which by the way is pretty much already confirmed by Ronnie 2K, and make the rewards lit. But because they have to make 9 maxed out rewards, because there's 9 seasons this year, they have to make 9 level 40 rewards plus the legend reward. We already know from this year that it's most likely going to be watered down rewards because they have to make so many of them. So I would rather, and I've said this before already, have 2 different grinds next year. Have the seasons in there for people that don't have as much time to grind the game, and have the legend reward for the hardcore 2K players that have lots of time and are more experienced to be able to get this crazy reward that incentivizes people to play the game all year. For example, man, people will hit legend in August and they don't have no Twitch, they don't stream, they don't nothing, but everybody pops out. People they don't even know pop out to come watch them hit legend. It's just always been a tradition in 2K. So they need to bring something back like that where the legend reward is something huge and makes people want to play the game every single day to unlock it. Don't even care if you hit it on the last month of the game. And like I said, there's so many ways 2K can do it. They can bring back seasons next year and make those rewards lit. It just depends on what they do. But Solo went to Twitter and said, what's your favorite build in 2K history? Now I'm trying to think about that, and honestly I came up with, it's probably my slashing playmaker that you're watching right now from 2K20. Not two-way slashing playmaker, but my slashing playmaker was a god when I hit legend. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think is your favorite build of all time. No matter how many 2Ks you played, if you played since 2K14 when Park came out, what is your favorite build you've ever made or watched, like from another YouTuber or something? Now, Wadsplug went to Twitter. I'm not sure who this guy is, but he's got some pretty good ideas. And he said, grinding badges is old. Not saying we should spawn in with max badges, but everyone wins from the badge grind being faster. Faster to make a maxed out player equals faster to make the next one, which equals more money for 2K. Now, I don't know how long you all have been playing 2K, but grinding badges is definitely something that's gotten old. And like he said, you don't have to spawn in with max badges. But I'm not thinking about it from my perspective. Thankfully, because of you guys, I get to play 2K whenever I want. But there's lots of people like that are watching this video that have jobs, they have lives, and it takes them a long time, especially people that aren't experienced on 2K. They only got 1 or 2 hours a day to play the game, whatever, and they're not very good at the game as it is. It takes months, weeks and weeks to be able to get a player maxed out. So if they're able to get that player maxed out and come to the park faster, they're most likely going to play the game longer. You see what I'm saying? If the grind is shorter, they're going to play the game longer because they're doing what they actually want to do on the game, which is play park. And then they're going to have more builds, which is going to make 2K more money. And on top of that, they're going to have more variety. They can use different builds, and they don't have to spend another month in my career to be able to go out to the park and be able to play. You see what I'm saying? So they're going to have more variety and be like, okay, well, my slasher's not working. Now I'm going to go to my sharpshooter, blah, blah, blah. All that type of stuff versus someone who has a job and they just cannot make multiple builds because of just how long and painful it takes to do that. Now, think about it from this perspective. There would be even more of a skill gap in the game as well, because let's say the average player, of course, like I was saying, doesn't have as much time to get their player maxed out. They're not going to just max out their player in my career. Most people are going to try and get a little bit in my career and then go to the park. Well, they're going to have to play someone that already has a maxed out build, 99 overall, blah, blah, blah. So wouldn't there be more of a skill gap in the game if the average player was able to go to the park and have not necessarily maxed out badges, but more badges to play the person who is more experienced and has already got those badges much faster than them. You see what I'm saying? Something I've tried to do much more of this year is look at everyone's perspective, because mine is extremely rare. Like I said, thankfully to you guys, I get to play 2K whenever I want, blah, blah, blah. But everyone else is different. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got jobs, they got lives, and that's not something they want to do, is sit in my career for a month. With the 2 hours they get every day, they have to spend it in my career, or they go to the park and get busted. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Zach2K went to Twitter and he said, if 2K could somehow combine the best of both worlds with the double archetype system and pie chart system, 2K23 builds could be in a great place. So I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below, how do you feel about that right there? What do you think 2K should do? Should they go back to 2K19's build system, 2K17? Should they mix in some? I think 2K should take 1 or 2 archetype systems that they've already got and they have an understanding of, mix them together, or take just one and refine it, sharpen it up, look at it and say, okay, this was an issue with that, maybe this build was too overpowered, you know, lessen it down a little bit so that there's so much variety in the game and we all love it. You see what I'm saying? Because I think that a lot of people, when they think about the build system on what 2K should do for next year, blah, 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 they just go too far, because we've already seen so many different build systems. We've seen now with 2K22 pretty much the custom pie charts. We've seen the pie charts themselves. We've seen role players, double archetypes, 1 archetype. We've pretty much seen everything, and I don't think 2K can do much more in that department except refine and sharpen something that worked in the past and just make it a tiny bit better, because there's, I mean, what else can they do? You know what I'm saying? I don't really think the game comes down to that at this point. And real quick, I just want to take a tiny detour, because about 5% of the 2K community has become people that go, man, YouTubers are the worst thing that's ever happened to 2K because they make best build videos and best jump shots and everyone has the same stuff. What is this? What is this? Back, oh, 2K17, 3 million views on a best build video, 700,000 on a best build. What is this? Oh, best dribble moves, best my player build, blah, blah, blah. This has been around in the game. You tell me these are fake people that watch these videos? No. And even back then, we had way less players playing the game, bro. I literally played those games back in the day, and still, most people had the same build, same jump shot, same dribble moves, all that type of stuff. So please remember this. Stop saying the game is ruined because a YouTuber posts a build. It's been this way for a very long time. It's human nature. Of course, people that especially people that don't play the game a lot are gonna want to look up, hey, what's the best build? What's the best jump shot? And even though I don't want it to be this way, if you think about it, wouldn't the game have much more of a skill gap if everyone is on the same build and same jump shot and same dribble moves? Because then you would have the exact same thing as your opponent, so the better player should win, right? At the end of the day, it's really up to the gameplay. If you want to see a secret 2K game, click this right here, or a player on 2K22 that has a 100 driving dunk, check this out. Anyway, it's your boy Batchplug. You've been plugged in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new. Drop a like if you haven't yet, and click the bell right next to subscribe. Select all notifications so you can see all my videos when they're uploaded. And I'm out. Peace.